Is seen here a happy husband, a happy wife, a happy grandpa, a happy elder daughter, and a newborn child. What could be wrong? Today we are going to talk about this cute, adorable little girl Vale from such an amazing manga being called Let's Buy and Cultivate a Land in Another World. From the first sight, Vale is a little innocent girl and nothing suspicious, right? She's so cute, innocent looking. No, I'm not for lolicon. I'm against lolicon. We'll talk why this character we are talking why this character is so amazing. For the first sight, Vale is looking as an innocent, cute little girl who is being an adoptive daughter, namely daughter of Kidan, a main protagonist of this manga. Here we, in accordance to manga, he has been isekai in the another world, found a mermaid wife, found a skeleton, a lich sensei, and then have adopted a cute little loli. What could be wrong? What is so special? Besides of the fact that there are three or actually four different races and one interspecies being featured, like a human, a mermaid, a, a leech, and a secret guys. Just having a patient. Just be patient about the true identity of this little. Okay, so here you have a brutal, badass, cool, armored black bipedal dragon attacking our team including main protagonist, his mermaid wife, and another girl. And you will ask me, what is so special? It's such a cool dragon. It's a fantasy, and in nearly 100% of fantasy stories, they are dragons. No matter in which forms they are almost always in fantasy stories, of course. And I like this dragon because this dragon is yes, this dragon is this loli from a previous. In fact, this cute, adorable little loli, who has been namely the adoptive daughter of this kind guy, is being a brutal badass armored dragon who is being as strong and nearly as strong as a god. And as you can see, unlikely our beloved iconic Kanna from Kobayashi, she's dragon maid, who in her true form is being an adorable, fluffy, chunky dragon with beautiful blue eyes. A cute, adorable Vale, an adoptive daughter of main protagonist, who has been as good that that and main protagonist never forgets to pet her head. It's been a brutally badass dragon who is looking like she has been designed by Konami as a new card from Yu-Gi-Oh! Just look how badassly she is stretching her hand and cursing everyone around. And it has been before, even before, not only when she was revealed to be a loli. We didn't even know at this moment of seeing that it's an actually a girl, because actually nothing in this dragon's design shows that it's a girl. Not only that it doesn't show that it's a girl, it doesn't show that it's a loli, because unlikely who has a really adorable dragon form. Vale has a very cool brutal dragon form. It's cool and badass, not only by power, but even by look. First Vale, the name of this dragon loli, is appearing in chapter 5. Kidan and Platy, his mermaid wife, are trying to find some food to make a good dish. And then, after hunting down some boars, they find out that those boars were actually dragon's boars. The dragon itself is coming up to kill main protagonist and his mermaid wife. And it's like And Kiden is like, oh, please don't kill me. I didn't do anything wrong. I just wanted to eat. And here we have a very angry dragon is trying to chase the main protagonist. Of course, he fends the dragon off because he's the main protagonist, and in any isekai, main protagonist is an overpowered monster who can beat everyone. Though he didn't beat a dragon, he just had stopped its attack. And here we have a quarrel between a dragon and a lich sensei. Like a dragon is saying like, why aren't you allowing me to get my artifacts? So I would be a dragon ruler. And the lich is like, you are a stupid dragon. Like, and don't you see that this artifact does belong to a main protagonist? And main protagonist is a very powerful monster who can beat everyone, even me. Fortunately, unlikely to the majority of isekai genres where a main protagonist becomes a dragon slayer, this dragon survives, and it's amazing. A main protagonist decides why not to invite a dragon for a lunch. Like a dragon, it doesn't seem to be a bad guy at all after all, and it's better to make alone with a dragon rather than staying enemies or killing each other. And then he feeds the dragon with a steak. Why not? Because dragons love meat. Dragons are predators. Of course, they can eat everything, but why meat at first place? Because just look at this dragon. It looks brutal, badass, and of course, at the first place, this dragon is going to eat meat. Those spoilers over alert. This dragon also loves to eat rice and drink milk. And here, like, dragon, oh, this is so good. I love your food. You are cooking amazing. I want more. And yeah, shocking moment. It's a dragon loli. The dragon is not only a girl, but a loli. Nothing has been showing us that this dragon not only being a girl but even being a loli, because this dragon is too brutal and too badass for being a cute little innocent looking girl. Like, look at her design. She's like, I don't know, she's something between Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon and I don't know, level 10 Emerald Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, Konami, isn't that your dragon? Haven't you forgotten any designs recently? Of course, despite of being a brutally badass armored dragon who can beat asses of nearly everyone except for main protagonist, Loli is being a Loli, a cute little girl who likes to eat a lot and likes to make everyone please her and do everything she wants, even against their will. Can you even believe that this little cute innocent looking lolly is that cool brutally badass armored dragon? I don't think so. Even though people are tending to believe that if a dragon gets a human form, it's most likely a lolly, which is a very stupid assumption because like, just compare Kanna's true form and her true form. They are different. Like, Kanna's true form is a giant but cute, fluffy, chunky dragon, and Veil's true is that brutally baddest dragon who is like, hello, I came from Yu-Gi-Oh! And my duelist together, and I will help my duelist to beat your ass like nobody done before. And here's the funniest thing ever had happened. Or like, ravioli, ravioli, don't love did the dragon lolly. The dragon herself asks a main protagonist to marry at her. And of course, there people be like, but she's not even. But she's a dragon in a human form. A loli form is fake. No, guys, even though this cute little is that brutally badass armored dragon who is looking like an actual adult dragon. She is around, I don't know, 200 or 300 years old. She's still a loli. Of course, main protagonist is no. I have already married on a mermaid, and I don't need and they don't need a second wife, even if she is a brutally badass armor dragon. Of course, it's more like a joke, like when school girls are falling in love with young teachers, and because teachers are either married or because in the last class where the school girl is 18 already and the teacher is like 20 nearly 30s. Here in our beloved armor dragon is crying. Yes, it's that brutally badass armor dragon is crying. Like, why isn't the main protagonist is wanting to marry her? She's so cute. She's so cute, innocent looking dragon. And he's like, no, I'm against polygamy. Yeah, and then, yes, though Avail is a brutally badass armored dragon, she's still a cute little loli who is acting like a loli, like a little kid. And that's what makes her great. Like, you have a brutally badass dragon who is looking like she came from Yu-Gi-Oh! Who is looking like nobody can defeat her besides of an overpowered main protagonist who didn't even defeat her. He had tamed her with good food. And here she is showing that she is not just brutally badass, but even an adorable dragon, literally the most adorable character in the series, despite of the fact that she is a very brutal, cool looking dragon. And you will be like, this dragon is cursed and others like had tried to kill a main protagonist for few hunted down boars. But no, despite of being nice, despite of having bad habit, bad habit, this dragon is a very little good girl you would adopt as an adoptive daughter if you were in this world. For example, in chapter 34:1, a dragon had revealed that she can make more plants grow, so a main protagonist could harvest more berries. As you can see, this dragon is very useful not just by her power, but in non-combat. This is a very good dragon who really helps her adoptive father to make food. Just look how many of good fruit and berries this dragon had helped to grow. And maybe one of the most hilarious chapters 24, where the loli had decided to prank over the main protagonist and other dwellers of his farm and send them to get some ingredients for food she would like to taste. Well, everyone would like to taste, but because of Whale's abilities, of course, it's a dragon who is organizing this funny quest. It's like you can see the dragon, our beloved loli is like, this is the final area of my dungeon, freezing hell. Don't just turn your picks on me. Yeah, I can imagine that say of like a Pikachu or another cute character is giving her voice after if this manga ever gets his anime adaptation. Because it like imagine this brutal dragon talking with a cute little girl's voice like Iris did in the strongest sage with the weakest crest. And here you have like they have managed to gather some ingredients and the main protagonist is like, oh thank you my dear dragon loli's daughter, you're so a good Girl, and this dragon is smiling like a cat. Just look at this dragon. Just look at this dragon smile. It's so cute, and you do even forget how she looks alike in her true form because of how adorable and innocent looking she is in her human form. And here you see her with a meat like, oh, this girl is not going to into to be dangerous. She is the daughter of a main protagonist, and here you see her in her true form, showing off her muscles because of enjoying food, and you are like, oh, she is so brutally badass. How can she be? She is just a little loli. Like even Kanna, one of the most iconic lolis, is not so cool. She's just a huge, chunky, fluffy dragon, while Vale is the brutally badass armored one. Just look at her muscles. Can you really recognize this little adorable funny loli? I cannot. She's too. The difference between her true and human forms are too huge, and it's amazing how well it looks that this and this are the same person. Well, to be honest, her human form is not the one where she shows how cute she can be. Maybe let's talk about Vale's true form. Here you have an amazing and hilarious scene where Vale acts like a dog to get some dog food. She is like moving her tail, and it's hilarious, like a huge, brutal, badass hammer dragon looks like a dog, and main protagonist is like, "Oh, you're too cute. I cannot stand anymore. Here you have your food." Yeah, this moment when he said that this is cute. So basically, she failed to show you to get food from main protagonist in her cute, adorable human form, but she managed to do that in her true form. But just swinging at her tail. That's hilarious. And in chapter 39, when this cute, adorable loli is helping to make some pipelines for the sauna, yeah. You can see how the main protagonist is exploiting his dragon daughter, despite of her being a loli. Hey, there is an enforced labor of lollies. Hey, look, there is a lolly being forced to do some job for adults alongside with orcs and goblins. It's not right. Joking. Just look at her. She is sweet enough for this job perfectly. And here they have finished their job. Orcs and goblins are finishing building sauna, and yeah, a dancing lolly. Cut it down. Yeah, therapist. A therapist. Dancing lollies don't exist. Dancing lollies cannot harm you. Here's a dancing lolly. Just look how happy this girl is. She does definitely deserve some cuddle. Yeah, and here is the last recent chapter where the lolly appears because lolly had left for some time. She will spoilers. She will return after some time later in accordance to the novel, and she won't be the only dragon who will appear. Here we have a quite hilarious chapter. It's my favorite one. A main protagonist wants a milk so badly, and seems like in this world, a reminder that he's in a fantasy world where he is the only human, and any other creatures are either humanoids or not. And he's like, and here is a mermaid wife of the main protagonist is asking our little dragon Loli to get some milk. Ravioli, ravioli, don't leave it. This is dragon loli, as we can say. Yeah, so the loli Lee shoots at the mermaid wife of the main protagonist, again turns into a brutally badass armor dragon, and 6 days later, she is like, "Here you have a milk." Yeah, there's nothing wrong. It's not what have you guessed, but seems like our beloved dragon Loli had some bad education when she has been raised. Of course, the main protagonist had blamed our dragon Loli in kidnapping a poor satyr girl. This seems like knees are weak spot of a dragon Loli, of a Loli, because it's actually the second time a main protagonist punches a Loli in her knees, and she is, oh no, my knees! It's too hurtful. But of course, a Loli did not do anything wrong, but just brought a satyr girl for help. Like, she's actually a hero. Who had punched another dragon nearly to death and saved poor satyrs. And satyrs said, "Oh, Tian is our hero. She's a good girl. She's the best." And yeah, you can see in another amazing scene like Vale in her true form, like on a boxing ring. It's like, yeah, I'm the best. Nobody can defeat me. Even other dragons. I'm the strongest dragons in existence. Yeah, it's just an amazing chapter and an amazing scenes of Vale showing herself as a hero. Just look at her prideful full face. She definitely deserves head petting. And yeah, she's leaving to help satyrs to rebuild their village. And we will not see our dragon Loli for a while. We will serve her, of course, because why not? She is definitely the most adorable character in this manga. But we will have to wait, unfortunately. So, without any doubt, sorry Kanna fans and sorry Kanna, but Veil from this awesome, funny, amazing manga is the best loli and one of the best dragons I have ever seen.